The earth is still damp, the scent of fresh soil rising in the morning air as I stand transfixed before the stone. My name is carved meticulously into the granite, every letter etched with a care that feels almost loving, had it not been so coldly precise. Below it the date, next week, 7 days from now, gleams ominously, the numbers stark against the smooth, pale surface. The finality of it sends a tremor through my bones. This is not a prank, not a cruel joke. It is a promise, or perhaps more chillingly a contract. I cast my eyes around the cemetery, searching for the hand that had orchestrated this macabre tableau. The world is silent save for the distant call of a crow and the soft rustle of leaves. There are no witnesses, no one to share in the horror, or to confirm the reality of what I see. My mind races, trying to recall any enemies, any debts unpaid, any grudges that could justify such an elaborate threat. But nothing emerges. Only the certainty that this grave, my grave, has been prepared with purpose. The word contract reverberates in my mind, heavy and inescapable. This is not a warning, not a mere memento mori meant to frighten me into living more fully. It is a binding agreement, a transaction made, whether I was aware of it or not. Has my fate been sold? Did I sign away my future in some forgotten moment of desperation, a careless bargain struck in the shadows of memory? Or has someone else brokered this deal on my behalf, trading my life for some private gain? I kneel beside the grave, brushing my fingers over the freshly turned earth, feeling the chill that seeps from below. There is a sense of inevitability here, a weight that presses against my chest. In folklore and ancient tales, such omens are rare, reserved for those whose fates are already sealed. The stories warn that to find your own grave is to be confronted with the limits of your control, to stand face to face with destiny's unyielding gaze. But what kind of contract is this? Is it with death itself, or with some unseen hand moving pieces on a board I cannot see? The details are hidden, but the outcome is clear. I have a week, 7 days that have now been measured, counted, and promised away. The days that follow are colored by an intensity I have never known. Each sunrise feels both a gift and a countdown, each sunset a reminder of time slipping through my fingers. I become acutely aware of every breath, every heartbeat, every trivial moment that might otherwise have passed unnoticed. Friends and family look at me with concern, sensing the change but unaware of its cause. I cannot bring myself to tell them, to share the burden of a fate already written in stone. Yet in the silence of those days I begin to wonder, what does it mean to have a contract with death? Is it a surrender or an invitation to renegotiate? Does the act of knowing change the outcome? Or am I merely fulfilling the terms agreed upon long ago? I examine my choices, searching for loopholes, for cracks in the granite certainty of my grave. Perhaps the contract is not as absolute as it seems. On the final night, I return to the cemetery, drawn by a need to confront the end on my own terms. The grave awaits, unchanged, the headstone gleaming in the moonlight. I stand before it, the weight of the contract pressing upon me. But in that moment, I realize that every life is lived under such terms. Only most do not see the date until it arrives. My grave is a reminder, not just of death, but of the urgency to live. With a deep breath, I turn from the grave, leaving the contract unfulfilled for now. Fate may be written in stone, but life, for as long as it lasts, is my own to claim.